Howdy y'all, welcome to the Dark Crystal Conjunction. Why are you calling us Crystal? Why is the Crystal calling us? The Crystal calls to the Crystal Chamber! Alright, we are on day 2 of the release of this game. Let's head over to the game and see what the haps are. Was able to switch over the game to my proper monitor. Let's see if it works. I hear it. And I see it. Oh, but I see it, and it is cutting off. Let me go in. Oh, I see what it's doing. Don't be a fool, do. We're just gonna change this on the fly live. Alright, I think that's the right proportions. See everything. Pokegirl's the one who paused it and broke the whole stream. No, I was kidding. That was me. I was changing many of things. Dropping frames for some reason, but we'll get off and we'll go and see how it goes. So, all right, here we are. Welcome to the Dark Crystal Conjunction. I'm planning to spend an hour and a half every day to play through the game, anyways. Mondays through Thursdays, at least. Possibly more later in the day, but I'll try to do some semi-schedule. Let's really just make it happen when I can. Let's get into this. Let's see where we left off. I also did move my camera around, as you can see here, so it doesn't block anything. Alright, no more hitting pause. Thank you all. Let's continue on with Campaign Hub. I did wind up doing these 2 levels again. These came up as like encounter special levels. You can just do these over and over to get stuff. I did each of these once. They are different than the first time you do them. For example, this level here, the Gobbles level where you encounter Skekmal, he's not in when you re-encounter, it's just the Aratham, and it's really just a buff up your guys. But again, I don't want to show just grindy stuff on the stream. So we have a couple options here of what we can do. We can save. Also, real quick, let me know if the audio is, if the game audio is too loud. I'm going to turn it down in my ear a little bit. It's loud for me. Alright, we have 2 options we can do. We can save Gurjin, just Gurjin, leave no one behind. We've been leaving him behind playing other levels. Well, because we wanted to get Brea, and we wanted to get Hup. I mean, Gurjin understands. He's a side character in the main series. He's even a side character in the books, but I really do love Gurjin. This is Thra's true balance, so this is probably where we run into lore in some way. I'm very curious if he shows up in this game, or how he looks, but we'll see. I think it's time to save Brave Gurjin. Yeah. I did mention this on the stream the other day. I do hope to get my fiance to read the chapter of how Gurjin gets rescued, because you don't see that in the show. They kind of left that in the books only. Alright, so Little Hup is really fast, I've learned. Even though he's a paladin class, he's very much like the scout class. He can move quite a lot. Let's see, who do we have here? Kylan. My Kylan's pretty strong too. Of course, I want Kylan to be buffed up to be a song teller. My goal is not just to find the best tactical ways to win, but to make this fit the story and the books especially. So Kylan's going to be a big part of it. He's going to be a song teller. Also, not Naya. She's drenching. I'm not going to allow any of my drenching to fly. They have wings, but they're primarily used for swimming. So I did do a 3-part series on wings. I have one more part to do, but we'll get around to that. Hello, DJ Zapper. Welcome. You missed me trying to set up stuff again, changing things and breaking it. So we're just going to go forward with what we got. Naya. Gurjin must be down here. If any harm has come to him, I'll make the Skeksis pay. She's so tough. Thra. Go, find your brother. We must part ways. I want to know what the Skeksis are up to. Try not to get yourself killed, Vabrin. Until we meet again, Dredgen. Those who have some great banter in the books, and in the show a little bit too, but primarily in the books. Yes, I love Deed as well. One of these levers must open Gurjin's cell. Alright, so here we are, back in the castle of the crystal. We are looking to release Gurgen. So looks like there's several levers here. Let's look around this map a little more. There are, it's probably this one that's in the middle that's kind of a different color. I don't know. Maybe these other ones do other things too. Let's see. There's less people that way. There's a caster over here. I always like to get rid of casters first. I'm assuming more guards are going to come once they kind of figure out I'm here. But let's see who's up next. I don't think I have anything that really buffs people. She's later. So let's just all kind of move over here and see what happens. Mudball. Alright, did you zap? Remember when I was talking about the years? Yes, I do remember that. That was in my third stream yesterday. Was that actually in the comic, or was that just me mentioning years? Pretty sure it was just me. That would be my guess. I am gonna... Let's not let this guy get close to us. We'll entangle him a little bit. Isashi hasn't been in Yoda. Phineas says. Could very well be. You know, I don't know. She can't do much, so we're just going into her turn. Ending your turn early does cause you recovery, which is speed in other tactics games. It causes you to your turn to show up a little quicker. Alright, I'm going to move D here, because I think if I do Carapace, this will give everyone some nice physical shields. I think that this will hit. Yep, beautiful. Look at that. On all my allies. Oh, that guy got the high ground. But against a little podling, merely a flesh wound. Him too. Glancing means they really barely hit you. They kind of just glanced you. I don't know if it's worth really just beating up on these guys or going for the levers. Hup's really fast, so let's move him around and have him do the work. A lot of the stuff to target them, you have to hit them. You don't have any hit points. Oh, great. I released a Darkened Nurlock. That's where the more enemies come from. This all makes more sense now. The same book and go to chapter 3. Alright, I'll do that in a sec, DJ. Zoom in on Kylan, my boy. Love Kylan. Now, those guys all got the high ground. We're gonna be in a lot of fighting. Let's focus him. He gets lots of turns. God Emperor of Mankind is a Skeksis lover. He is a fan of the protagonist. This I have learned. Welcome back. Welcome back. Naya attacking here. That Gelping caster sure got close. Let's get that high ground on him. I really want her to have some more spells. I think she'll be fine for now. Before we open up more gates, since that releases enemies apparently, you know what, it's not attacking it, it's way back in line. Oh. I don't know if he's actually going to come in. Is there actually anything for me to do in here? Can I close it? Probably not. Maybe, I don't know. Let's get Hub back into the action. Let's take care of these guys. They're actually doing a little more damage than I like. Let's look around barrier if it lands. Oh, how can anyone hate podlings? You are a true Skeksis. You are a true Skeksis. Alright, Kylan, what do we have here? He's got his OP move, so let's set him attacking. Look how fast he moves back in line. He only went halfway. Typically, when someone goes, you go all the way back in line. Kylan's quick though. Like, after my allies, it's going to be his turn again. It's great. Alright, we attack and attack down. This guy might be close to being gone. Yeah, let's just give him a basic attack. This finish him. As long as we don't miss. Excellent. And a little hop. Let's get to even ground. We get penalties for being lower when we attack. Ah, good old thwack. I was pretty happy to see that thwack was in the comic book. Thwack. He now has a low ground. And you know what? We could finish him up. I also did learn that this guy who's knocked down, he can be revived. So far, I haven't seen anyone use the revive ability. But if I take his tile, then he cannot be revived anymore. So it seems like going forward, a good strategy would, when you defeat an enemy, is to step over that tile and then attack if you can. Yeah, Hup with his spoon is Poddling Justista. If you like Hup, you should really check out the newest Dark Crystal comic. They're doing a great job with Hup's backstory. Oh, speaking of Hup, we love Hup, so we are going to... I think if I get here, I can heal him. We need to heal Hup. Deep would heal Hup, so we're going to do that. Poddling Justista. Oh yeah, that darkened... Oh, and he's enraged. That little growling just like the game. Oh, you know what? There is a switch right here. That looks like there's some food there. So, where is this guy? He's not next to that tile. Okay. We're gonna boa. Actually, let's get high ground and then boa. Can I boa him from here? I think this is too far. Yeah, it's too far. You can undo your move though, which is nice. Some tactic games do not let you do that, and it's so tough. This one's definitely on the easier side for normal, I think. But can I just bow attack those things? That'd be a little too OP if it lets me do that. Well, let's get rid of this guy first. In the other level where you had to collect books and attack him, it would only let you do that with close range physical attacks, so you couldn't cheese it in any way. Otherwise, you just get a whole bunch of ranged attackers, get them in the middle, and shoot out stuff. You know what? She can handle this guy. Let's make his attack lower since he buffed himself. Why would Obi-Wan love this game, Phineas? That's what I want to know. Let's see. Man, Hup is taking a beating. You know what? I'm gonna do this magic up for 3 turns of myself. I do want to see how that works. I haven't quite used that ability yet. See, that Nurlock is 147. This guy, you know what? If he's going for that food, that's not cool because I opened up that lever, so that should be mine. Mudball at him since it's all we can do. Yeah, Phineas, I don't think they're gonna make the Dark Crystal movie DLC for the game. If you get it on 4K, it does come with a moviesanywhere.com code, so you can essentially download it and stream it. Just log in, and it's there. Nice little code thing. So you can do that. Can I boa this guy from here? Yes. Oh man, he was almost done for. Almost done for. Let's shove this guy away from us. I'm not liking him very much. I'm curious, where in the timeline does this take place? Before or after Age of Resistance? Pack Attack Axe. Hello there, by the way. Or is it a retelling of the events of Age of Resistance as a tactical RPG? So far it does seem to be a retelling of the events of Age of Resistance. In fact, probably one of my only complaints so far in playing this is that, unlike other tactical games where there's a lot of character development, I mean, they're RPGs, and so they get into a lot of characters. This pretty much assumes that you have watched the show. I know in behind the scenes I heard him talking about how they wanted this game to be like, oh, you could start with either one first. If you play this, we hope you'd watch the show. But like we're already into episode like 4 or 5 territory, just a couple missions. Like third mission, I mean, you're way out there. I mean, they have the big dreamfasting scene with, you know, where Aru goes, Aru Dore, Haru Gore, all that stuff. Nima Tira, and that happens like halfway through the season or so. And the cutscenes and the dialogue is really short. Like if you're like me and you played Battle Ogre or Final Fantasy Tactics, I know that's the one I keep referring to because that's really the last time I played a tactics game. I started replaying them again, kind of in excitement for this game. Those have rich stories. They're really deep. This one kind of assumes that you've watched the show and just gives you little snippets. You go, oh yeah, I remember that from the show. I remember that from the show. So if you've seen the show, it's fine. Apparently there is going to be some other little side stories of stuff that they didn't show in the show. Haven't really experienced much of that yet, though, I'll say. But we'll see. We're going to send Deet out to open up another... Hit another lever here. Oh, look at who we found. We found Gurjin. Gurjin says, You came to rescue me? What of Rian? Oh, he's been tortured by this point, so I should be, like, talking real injured. Naya says, one thing at a time. Let's get ourselves to safety first. Naya and Gurjin are siblings. They're twins, actually. And it's really cool in the books. Because they're twins, the Skeksis really want them both alive because they're curious what essence of twins will do for them. Because the Uru and Skeksis, in a sense, are twins. They're two of one being. And so that really makes them theorize, like, what if we drain twins? What would that be like? The books go into some really cool questions that you don't get otherwise. Alright. Hup is going to finish off this dude. We are tired of this guy. You know what? We're going to bash his shin. Nah, he's almost dead. Let's just take him out with a regular Podling Justista. I also wish they would have only given Hup a spoon and not everybody. Alright, we already found him. I wonder if I am... Well, defeat the castle guards. Gurjin must survive. I'm curious to see if other levers have bonus. I mean, so far nothing has had extra stuff looking around things, so let's just, you know what? I do want to check the other levers. Actually, I want to see first, can I just throw at one? Probably not. Oh, it does let me do that. That's OP. And there's a Gelfin caster in there. I assume doing more damage and whatnot will give me more XP. It's not obvious that it does that. In other games like this, when you attack, when you do a skill, it'll show like, oh, you're gaining abilities or you're gaining XP. It just says at the end of the game, at the end of the level, it's like, this person got 100 XP, this person got 50. I don't know why the difference or things like that, but I don't know. How many books does the show cover? So before they released before they announced a Netflix show, before they started working on it, JM Lee was planning to do a book. They had a author quest contest to find an author. Anyone could submit some. I think there's something like 500 entries. They published the top 10 short stories. I forget how many words you're supposed to do. It was essentially like the first 3 chapters of a book, and you're kind of pitching it. This is the first one, Shadows of the Dark Crystal. Because he had so much material and they wanted him to do more, I think he was originally slated to do a trilogy, but they had so much stuff they wanted to do 4. The other really cool thing about these is it has wonderful illustrations by Corey Godby. Let me just show you a couple of those examples. Here's Naya in her home, and she has a little pet, little niche on her shoulder there. She's got dreadlocks, and he's a wonderful fantasy artist. Let me find you some of his crazier ones. Here's when they're going into the castle. Actually, this one's kind of dark. It probably won't come out very good. Actually, you know what? Let me change this to the big camera. That'll make more sense. This is yeah, it's black and white. It's not gonna come out that great, but it's the castle of the Skeksis. When she first looks through there, let me show you one, which was a great one. Oh, captured by a Skeksis. So menacing, so good. I love his style. He has... Where's the other one? Is it right here? Oh, here's the archer. Yeah, so the books coincide with the Netflix series. There's 4 books. This is just one of them. Oh yeah, I guess it's not until the other stuff. But the other ones are Song of the Dark Crystal, Tides of the Dark Crystal, where you get Skeksis. And by the time they did Tides of the Dark Crystal, they knew there was going to be a Netflix show. And so they said, you know what, go crazy, do stuff we can't do with puppets. So they went to the high seas and did some crazy stuff. And there's Naya again, growing up OP. She's actually the daughter of a Madra, so she's set to be the Madra of the Drenching clan. While I'm looking at the books, I know I kind of took a pause here. While I'm looking at the books, oh yeah, Poke Girl, you had the books and you couldn't put it down. Yeah, they're really well written. It's just great fantasy, period. And especially with the Dark Crystal world, there's so much to explore, and you get so much behind the scenes in it. It's really good, really good. Okay, it was mentioned earlier. Let me scroll up the chat really quick. Someone was asking me about the use of Earth in the Dark Crystal creation myths, and I argued that Earth is not necessarily a proper noun. It can be used to just refer to terrain, landscape, land, dirt, things like that, and that's how it's used in the book and whatnot. But they also said the word time was there, and that surprised me. Was it time or years or things like that? Because I said I use years to explain how long a trine is, an unum, things like that. I lost that chat. I think you said it was chapter 3. Let's see. Chapter 3. This is one of my favorite Dark Crystal comics, the creation myths. This is, I would argue, a must read. Chapter 4 is A Song of Tides. Chapter 3, Strange and Distant Land. Oh, and so time passes. The days turn to years, and the years ripen into centuries. Oh, it does say that. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, he should have said the trines passed and many unum. Yeah, he should have used other words. That is kind of out of character. But you also, well, one reason they may have done that is this character, the storyteller of this, you don't know who it is. And so at this point, I could very well argue, well, this might be an Earthling or someone who understands our concept of time. Ha! So, what else we got real quick? All right, let's get back to the wall yet for the show. Yeah, Phineas, the show and the books end at slightly different points. I want to give any spoilers away because there's definitely less people who have read the books. So, anyways, let me get back to the game and I'll get back to the chat here in a sec. All right, game. Here we go. Defeat the. Oh, all we gotta do is defeat the castle guards. Gurgen must survive. This one almost. Let's just keep. Attack in here. You know what? There is this thing. I don't know what that is. It's a podling food tray, not just any kind of food tray. A podling food tray. Well, they are some of the servants, the castle of the Skeksis, castle of the Crystal. Why do I keep calling it the castle of the Skeksis? It's not those guys. Attack to gain attack up status for 4 turns. I'll just give you health though. That would be. Well, I will take the attack up status though. I wonder if I could have just thrown a mud ball at that. I didn't think about that. That guy's pretty low. Is he a guard? No, he's just a caster. Kind of really makes me want to open up all these other doors. This could be bad. This could be where we lose the game, but let's do it anyways. And do we get Gurgen on our team? Oh, we do get Gurgen. Gurgen's great. You know, he has. Oh, I used up all my magic points. Oh, I can't attack. Oh, I'm out of range for those. Okay, he's just gonna end his turn. Be able to move faster next turn. Phineas, are you saying you disagree? Oh, wait, you haven't watched. Okay, let me get back to what you guys are saying. The Dark Crystal Labyrinth. Sorry, my spelling. Are you a fan of Jim Henson's films? I'm a fan of all Jim Henson films. I really love Fraggle Rock. I love Labyrinth. Dark Crystal's my favorite. It's just so otherworldly, and the work Froud did on it. I know Froud also helped with is that one empty? Oh, we don't know what's in that yet. I know Froud helped on Labyrinth, or worked on Labyrinth as well. But there's just something so otherworldly about Dark Crystal that attracts me to it even more. I thought she had an MP. I thought she, I must have been thinking of someone else. Let's open up all these. I'm curious. Aratham! Scree! Yeah, I do love all things Jim Henson. Storyteller stuff's really great. I have a large comic collection of his other, because they've done comics for the Storyteller and Frogger Rock, and I have the Dark Crystal ones here obviously as well. Frogger Rock is great. Willow was not Henson. Willow was George Lucas and well, George Lucas was the producer. The guy who he was in Happy Days, Redhead. He directed, well, he was the final director on the Solo movie. His name's escaping me. Ron Howard? I think that's it. Anyways, Willow is great. I do love Willow a lot. I'm not gonna lie about that. Swift Strike. We're just gonna end his turn. Not much he can do. I think it would have been more thematic if they started Gurjin with hardly any health, since he got pretty tortured. Alright, are we gonna start attacking, or are we just gonna go a little crazy? And I can't gain magic points, so that's too bad. Let's focus. This guy's gonna start attacking us. The Storyteller and the Narrator. Yes, you're talking about the Dark Crystal film. So the narrator of the Dark Crystal film is the same voice actor as the final Urskek, who winds up being Skek Ung, and the Uru that is the healer that winds up kind of bringing Kira back to life. And and that Urskek, it's the same voice, and so all of Thra's tales are told through storytellers. If you remember at the beginning of Age of Resistance, it is told by a storyteller, and the storyteller is a puppet, and it is what's his name? Louis Leterrier has already said, yeah, if we have a second season, you will see the storyteller, the one narrating the story in puppet form in the show. Sigourney Weaver's the voice. I'd love it if they base it off like Sigourney Weaver's face and things like that. Oh, cool, yeah, those guys are bad guys, so they help me. I forget that that's a thing. This Aratham is doing nothing, but let's go over here for high ground. We'll just turn. Yeah, I do think they are the same, and also in the Legends of the Dark Crystal, it's told by an Uru. It's a story. The narrator of that is an Uru. So here you have the first couple pages here. There's an Uru starting to tell a tale. Let me go back to the big screen here. There's an Uru starting to tell a tale, and he even like turns the page. It's still like fourth wall breaking. He's like, and look at him. He's like, he pops out of the comic. He's like, here it kind of begins here, and this is Gartham War. So this would be, before the film stuff as well. But I thought he like turns the page. That might be in the second one. Let's see here. Yeah, so here he is again. He's our narrator for this tale. He's spinning the tale. Oh yeah. So he starts here. It takes place. Where it takes place, and then there he goes. Look at him. He turns the page. So fourth wall breaking. But they're storytellers. This is one thing I love about Thra is the myth behind it all and how history and stories are passed down and told. Alright, let's get back to the game. Because I'll never get through a level at this rate. I do love the discussions, though. Only other person to know. Oh, I see what you're saying, DJ Zap. The only other person to know the word years is the narrator. They're not the same. So if you haven't read, I don't want to spoil it for you because it's a pretty big part of the comic itself of who is actually. Is that a Rotham still there? Yeah. So those guys are helping me. I'm just gonna keep moving and open up stuff because I can just kind of get in the middle and get those guys help as well, while I also defeat them. Ooh, there's some stuff in there. I think gives me magic power. Yeah, anyways, DJ, I don't think they're the same, because it is revealed who that narrator is in Creation Myths Volume 3. So I'll just say that and I won't say anything else. Man, my movement is so low. That Arathan is doing nothing. He does not care. I might just leave him alone. He has no cares in the world. Cannot attack. Attack over here. Oh, that guy's way too far. Alright, we're just going to return there. That is a good theory, though. I didn't think about that. Phineas, Legends of the Dark Crystal is technically still canon. So the Dark Crystal canon is not like the Star Wars canon. I think a lot of people get confused about that. The reason I say that is because this guy's almost gone. It's because Star Wars, the expanded universe, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and whatnot, there was no story group or things like that, and folks would. Oh, he's coming out. He's coming out to hang out now. Alright, let's start attack. Oh, I can't attack him there. Okay. Can I still? We're gonna undo this move. I think I can just blow him from here. Yeah. I want to have high ground, so small bonus there. And then 2014, was it April 2014, when Lucasfilm sold Star Wars to Disney, they moved everything before that outside of the films and Star Wars Clone Wars and something else, probably the Ewok Adventures. Haha, just kidding. All those were still considered canon. We're gonna. How does she have so much HP? We might as well just start healing everybody. Let's heal this dude. From what the authors have been told, I've heard this on various podcasts from the folks, they have never said that anything in the Dark Crystal is not canon. Now, the question you're going to probably naturally have, and rightly so, is, well, there are some contradictions. Well, yes, there are. I would, to make it fit within out of the universe, it's because, people may have not known of other source material or things like that, or they're making something for TV, so it's going to be different in the books and things like that. But I would, I want Kylan to get that, so let's attack this dude. So everything technically is canon. The in-universe explanation for that, I think, is that there's the Gelfingard Society, where they don't have Xerox copy machines or things like that, or history books. A lot of this history is told like a lot of our ancient history through songs and stories and tales, and sometimes those become tall tales, if you will. So, I remember one time I was going through some history books with my son, and the author themselves bring up, especially in the Dark Ages, and it's called the Dark Ages because we don't have a lot of written history on it, like other materials. Should we help out? Let's up our magic here. It'll be more useful. Is because, and they mention one source says that this character did this, and another says he did this, and these things don't match up. But we know the overall meta narratives, the bigger tells and whatnot. Okay, we opened up every door and did everything, so let's head back and help people out. Now I kind of wish I did have fly on her, because that'd be more helpful, but she's a drenchant. She does not fly, so I'm not going to give it to her. But all that said, yeah, Legends is still canon. They have never said that anything is not canon. It's also referenced on darkcrystal.com, and the Henson Company has specifically said, darkcrystal.com is the quote-unquote Star Wars Bible. They specifically made that so that they could have all the materials that they've been developing, the world they've been developing, because they developed the Dark Crystal a lot, the world of Thra, when they were working on the sequel, Power of the Dark Crystal. Are they all out of my range? I think that guy's not. And so they wanted to put that, to write that out. Actually, I'm going to do my move. So if I move here, I can hit him with my boa. So yeah, it still is. I wouldn't be surprised if later on they undo it. But currently on the timeline, the main characters are still Nari, Leffy and Nari, I think are their names. I'd have to look again to double check that. Are on the timeline. They're mentioned. They're talked about. That manga was originally supposed to be three books, 3 mangas, but they only had 1. Oh man, she's hurt. How close are we to finishing off these guys? There's 1, 2 of them. We'll be okay. Actually, oh wait, Hup's down? I did not realize Hup was down. Alright. Only Gurjin has to survive. So we're just gonna finish up this level here. Gurjin's got the... Alright, this is Naya's got the equal ground. Now inflict stun. You only inflict stun if you have a critical. Wow, that guy got a crit. 110? That's crazy. Oh. He did 45 and she had 43 health. That was close. Oh, and we have the Aratham. Oh, and she was my healer. Actually, he can heal too, so... Let's... that movement is not that helpful. Let's get here. Attack. How did I get attack down? Oh, I was marked. That's one. That's fine. My Soothe can't reach. Oh, I don't have enough MP? Oh, it's 60? Oh, I shouldn't have used Entangling Boa. Man, mistakes were made. But that guy's almost gone. We're going to have a couple turns before it's even his turn, so let's just attack this guy. Anyways, there's my long answer, Phineas. I actually have started writing out, have like 2 or 3 pages. I have like 10 drafts of different videos I need to just make videos for, record the audio and make videos for. Let's get rid of this guy. Also get higher ground so next time I get attacked. Oh, that's Gurjin. He's injured. Oh, that's bad. I should. This is not good. I was playing a little too lax, thinking I was doing fine. He's almost gone. This Aratham does a lot of damage, so let's... attack down or stun. Let's inflict stun. We definitely don't want to attack. He has a lot of health. Oh good, stunned. That will help us greatly. So now this is starting to feel more like a tactics game where you have to make these decisions. Okay. We could heal him, but we just take out this guy. Let's just take out this guy. So we still have... Gurjin will be fine, because that guy can't move. Oh, the last thing we have to do was defeat those guys anyways. Naya, we have to leave, quickly, before the Skeksis realize what's happened. Victory! Check out my loot, and then I'll get to the chat here. Alright, we have Gurjin. He's on our team now. Excellent. Excellent. So what other options? Forest Road. Dreamfast Memory Rescue Rian. So again, see, this is from the show. Forest Road. The hunter left Rian as a Chamberlain's captive. We rescue him. So that little part right there was not in the show. That was in the books. Again, I do want to do a read-through of that because I know a lot of people have not read the books. And we can also still see the lore here. I kind of want to see the lore, so let's go check it out. But let's head over to the chat for a little bit. Get caught up on that. Alright, what do we got here? Yeah, I forgot the ending of the third. It's great. The Creation Myths graphic novels, volumes 1, 2, and 3 are really good. Three's the most lackluster. 1 and 2 are great. 1's the best. I really wish they would have kept in those kind of 1-2 page small Gelfling stories. Those are some of my favorite, but they don't. They don't. All right, talked about legends. Bones and crowns screaming for attention. I don't know. What are you saying? Hello there. Oh, not Willow. I mentioned Willow. I did like Willow. I talked about it. All right. Does only one Skeksis die in the show that is in the Legends of the Dark Crystal comic? Yes. 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 So the Skeksis that dies, well, the one that's in there, Skekvar the General, he is in Legends. And so I was just chalking it up to the storyteller got a name wrong. You know, really, that character, you can replace him with any other Skeksis, and it doesn't really matter. So again, so for the meta narrative, it doesn't change much. So it would be easily to reconcile those, and there's no huge contradiction. Just he got a name wrong. The storyteller did. You know, maybe he was doing a little too much of the Uru Hookah or something. Who knows? All right. Which Power of the Dark Crystal was the second movie, and the other sequel comic series is the third? Yeah. So the movie never took off to production. The sequel movie, that is Power of the Dark Crystal, they worked on it. I mean, it was like 6 years. They promised it was coming out, it never was. A lot of disappointment. There's one reason it was really incredible. We got a TV show because so much of this has fallen apart. Again, I was shocked just to get the show. I'd be shocked to get a second season. That's why I'm not clamoring for it or begging them every time. I think that's also kind of annoying to do that. Does that actually work? I doubt it. What they look for is numbers and how people, they probably look for more positive things than just people being annoying. So, but yes, Power of the Dark Crystal, this true sequel, got adapted to comics, and actually in the art book, it mentions that, like, it's the true sequel, it's the canon sequel. So I know people are like, oh, maybe they'll just do another one. It's like, well, they already did, and I'd rather them do more prequel stuff. I think it's a more interesting story. Unless they go just really far future and just really work with different characters, different bad guys especially. But the series after Power of the Dark Crystal, that 12-part comic, is Beneath the Dark Crystal. So it picks up right where Power of the Dark Crystal left off, and it's okay as well. Actually, it's the worst. Actually, I should say that. Out of all the Dark Crystal stuff, it's my least favorite. I think I have a review out on that. At least the first 3 issues. I was really trying to like it, but it didn't make some of the mistakes that Power of the Dark Crystal did, in my opinion. But yeah, so a lot of the new Dark Crystal comics, I've been very tentative to come through. But the Age of Resistance comics have done a wonderful job. They've really revitalized my enthusiasm for Dark Crystal comics. Great job. I can't complain about one of them. I love everything about them so far. Issue 6 is coming out. It's about Hup. It's coming out February 26th. So, alright, getting late for me, logging off. Alright. Glad you can come along, Coraline. And peace out. See y'all. Okay, let's get back to the game. I think I have about 30 more minutes left. I got time for one more. Let's get back to the live game here. Alright, so are we gonna go rescue Rian? I'm curious how lore is. Also, I love Brea. Dreamfast memory. Thra's true balance. Secret chamber. Brea explores a mysterious chamber beneath Thra and learns a valuable lesson. See, there's not a lot of dialogue or getting to that point. It just kind of assumes you've watched the show, so just fine. Brea and Boggy. Boggy is apparently her fizz gig, at least in this video game. Fizz gigs in this game are a lot like medics. They also have some push around things they can do as well. Only 2 party members. Brea explores a mysterious chamber beneath Thra and learns a valuable lesson. Alright, Brea, I forgot exactly what she does. Let's look. So she can heal, she has carapace. And okay, she has no range. I feel like we need some range. Let's get Kylan. My Kylan is strong. That's funny, I have to rescue Rian, but I can use him here. We got Rian, Naya. We don't need another caster. Let's stick with Rian. I feel like we're just gonna get a lot of enemies here. He's kind of my main in the front character. Oh, this guy also heals, so we don't gotta worry about healing. In that case, I might switch out Kylan for Naya. Should I? Yeah, because there's Well, that's my only ranged. You know what? I'm gonna switch out Kylan for Hup. Hup wants to explore the underground. We have to remove first. There's a couple things about the menu that aren't the most intuitive, but it's all good. Here we go. Brea. What is this place? It looks like some sort of puzzle. There is text here. Thra's true balance will be found when natural order is sound. Oh, and there's lore as a pile of rocks in the middle. 7 pillars. One for each of the 7 Gelfling clans. There's all the symbols around. Very nice. There's a lever besides each pillar. Is there an order? Well, if you watch the show, you know. Be careful. That darkened Nurlock looks strong. It would be folly to fight it. Yeah, those Nurlocks actually... Oh, it's a level 13. All my guys are like level 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 5, 7. What's my little... Oh, he's a 3. Ugh. That guy's a level 13. He has 384 health. Yeah, he's going to be a pain. He has Bite, Thrash, and Counter, 50% chance of attacking me back. He has no range, so... Oh, I didn't get my bow out because I switched out Kylan. That's fine. Alright. In that case, let's start pushing some levers. Can I do that just from here? Let's find out. I'm going to kind of stay away from that direction. Oh, you just have to activate all the levers, so order doesn't matter. And Brea must survive. Alright, that makes sense. We're going to move here. Move Brea. Actually, I want to look around this map a little bit. See all those cool symbols. Very nice. Very nice. Stonewood, Vaporan. I guess that one's glowing because that lever was connected to it. No, multiple of them are glowing. Oh, they all glowed at a certain point. That's a poisonous one right there. Tell by symbol. Alright. Brea's turn. We're just going to move her... Oh, sorry. To Bogey's turn. What does he have? Boggy. Restore MP to adjacent ally. On guard. On guard's really good because when he has on guard, he can do shake it off. And share spirit, heal an ally. Okay. We're just going to do on guard. I don't know why you have to select. You can only do it to him. Whatever. Dean and Rian and Jen's parents. Jen's parents. I would not doubt it. Brea has something to do. She's usually helping rescue or something. That flashback scene of the show is so great. Yeah, DJ. If you know, if I don't think they're going to make any of them uncanon. I just think they're not going to really mess in the sequel area anymore. We'll see. I know a lot of fans don't like it, but that doesn't make it uncanon. But, you know, I'd be surprised if they did. I think that'd be kind of insulting. But, I mean, I think they should. It's so bad. Hope lore is a playable. Yeah, I would love to see lore. That's why I did this level, so let's get back to it. Bones and Crowns, we actually don't know the time gap. They've kept the time gap kind of under wraps, specifically for spoiler, to not give away spoilers. At least that's what the writers have said. So I've heard anywhere between 30 to 100 years from various places and sources, and some, even the Netflix show said 50 years, or, you know, 50 trying before, and then they retracted that. So who knows? We also don't really know the average lifespan of a Gelfling or things like that. We kind of assume they're human-ish, but we don't actually know for sure. Alright, Brea says, Nurlocks are quite strong. They thrash all that stand nearby and counter when attacked. This is not my first Nurlock encounter. Wow, they travel fast. I guess we're going to have to deal with them, aren't we? Oi. Oi, oi, oi. Attack a marked enemy. Oh, I don't have anyone to mark. Sharpen. Let's grant Hup some. Let's grant us some attack up. I like to always buff my guys up before I kind of get into the heat of things. I'm actually going to move her back here a little bit, and I'm going to protect everybody. Everyone got their protect for 3 turns. That lessens the physical damage you take. Yeah, the writers have also said that there is a lot of room for hope on Thra, so I would not doubt if they do indeed survive. You know what, I could grant root to that. Not close enough. Let's start with the mud. I can't reach him with the mud ball. Looks like a little closer, so let's do that. Because the mud ball can blind him, which gives him a chance to miss me or do less damage, get that glance, that evasion. Don't attack them, they're too strong. She doesn't even want me to attack them. What does she expect me to do? We're just going to run away from them? They are really strong. She's not rock. Oh yeah, he does not have a lot of health. Yeah, she might be right. This might be a bad idea. Oh, you hurt yourself. I didn't realize that. Well, that messes up a lot of things because Hup. Oh, blast. Yep, mistakes were made. Alright, I think she's right. We're going to run around and just flip on switches. Definitely going to get rid of these guys, though. I don't think I can get me there. Actually, could you... If I lessened his movement, I think that would be helpful. Movement is lowered because he could have moved quite a lot. What's this guy at? 73. Yeah, let's focus fire. Shin Bash, inflicting root an enemy for a turn. Grant barrier to self. Yeah, barrier will not hurt. Already have barrier though, right? Yeah, he has the same thing. And it doesn't stack. Because I did that earlier. You don't get another barrier. Knocking it back won't matter because he's already up against a wall. So it's just a regular Parling Justista attack. Heal this guy here because I thought he was lower. Oh, lower self. Oh, is he stunned? That's not good. My scout, Kylan, can fix a stun, but I don't have anyone else to do that here. He is currently stunned, so he can't really do much. Still attack from here. Nice crit. I really wanted to root that guy. Oh, that thrash does hurt. What did he give me here? Wounded. Takes 10% max health and damage at the start of each turn. Okay, yeah, that's pretty bad. Let's try to inflict root. He didn't attack his back. That's good. He has a 50-50 chance of doing that. Stun wore off. He does nothing for a turn. That's brutal. Brutal. Set up barrier. She's fine for that. Let's attack. Ooh. Those guys are OP, huh? We still have our Carapace. We're gonna need to heal him up. Our little fuzzball's tanking most of the damage right now. He should not be doing that. Well, she didn't tell me I should not be attacking this guy. I mean, he's halfway. I feel like I can beat him. I think I'm gonna go for it. Just do regular move. Oh, 93 damage. Okay, she was right. Right. Alright, she was right. She was right. Actually, no, let's... Well, this guy is rooted. I should have just left him rooted and ran. And that's a shame because Hup is one of my quickest. Alright, we got 2 of the levers. That guy still has quite... Oh man, mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Alright, can we throw a stone at these? See, that seems too strong. Watch out, another creature! Oh man, okay, yeah. I don't know if I can do this without Hup. Major mistakes were made. Alright. Run away. Does he need health? Not really. Might as well attack this. Oh, she gains MP every turn. That's strong. Oh, she's stunned. That's not good. Oh, and he's not rooted anymore. And Boggy's poisoned. He is going to move, and I don't think they can do 110. Let's get this next one. I should have listened to her. They drop big hints. Bone and Crows. Can you res the fallen? They're in one of the quick screens they mentioned, if you want to keep someone from getting rezzed, you walk over their, I guess, laying down corpse, and the enemy can't resurrect them anymore. I don't have any of those abilities yet. I don't know when you can get that. I haven't seen it in any of the classes I have yet, so it's not like in other games where it's like, oh, level 1, here's your Phoenix down, you can arrest someone, just in case you need it. Nothing like that. Having this throw stone is so OP. Are we doing this right? I can't tell, Brea says, as she's stunned. Look out, more creatures. Oh, this is really bad. Okay. Oh, his stun wore off. Oh, this is so bad. Hopefully those Darken Airlocks will start attacking the Ratham. That's my hope. But I'm not hopeful. Alright. Little Boggy. Can he reach this? He can. Let's get that high ground there in case he gets attacked. Do we need to heal him? He should survive. Yeah, we're just gonna run around and open all these. One left. We can do this. The level's gonna change and say, oh, now you need to. Ooh, I'm glad we got that high ground. If you have the high ground, they do less damage to you. Alright, we should be able to reach this with a rock throw. You didn't know this, but Kylan is excellent at throwing rocks. One might say that he rocks. Oh, sorry, that was bad. Brea, wait, the order doesn't matter. Of course, all the clans are equal. They could have made this a puzzle. That would have been cool. I have to go tell Mother about what I found. Victory! Alright, once we decided not to fight, like she said, it was a lot easier. Hup now has takedown. Rian, see, why did he get 35 XP and Rian get 60? I don't know. It's because he got knocked down, and I didn't pay attention to how the last one ended. Alright, I'm taking a little break real quick, and I'll be back. get back. Do not rush the lore master. There's actually a phone call, so I've been ignoring it for a couple days, so I decided to answer. Alright, Hup has new abilities. He has Podling Paladin. Oh, you know what? I haven't seen the job. Oh, the jobs for Podling. That's pretty cute. We have Podling Paladin, melee physical damage dealers that support their allies. Cook, self-sufficient melee physical attack. Podling Paladin needs to be level 10. Yeah, you gotta be level 10 before you can switch any of these. A Tamer summons a pet. Well, that's cool. I would say Chocobo, but this isn't Final Fantasy. Potion Master, support focus spellcaster with randomized spells. Ooh, I do like musicians. Oh, that's Potion Master. Musician, self-focused spellcaster that helps allies. He's the bard of the party. You always need a good bard. But we can't do any of those yet. It's level 10. Let's see. Whack. Knock an enemy back. Attack and inflict root. I really like that. We can only have 3 abilities. So my new abilities that are unlocked. Oh, there's 3 of them. There's Takedown, attack a marked enemy. Wow, the power on that is 106. I have 2 people that can do pretty big damage to marked enemies, but I don't really have anyone that... I took off some of the mark on people. I might have to bring that back. Chiron. This is grant attack up and magic up for 5 turns to an ally afflicted by a negative status. Oh, that's interesting. Stand ground, passive, grant barrier to self when damage dealt. Oh, that's good. You know, this one grants barrier as well, but it roots. Do you like the root? This is a knockback. Maybe we'll try these out. Attack the marked enemy. That's strong. That's strong. We might. You know what? We're gonna switch up our Podling Justista. I mean, awkward Gelfling. What do you even mean by that? Secondary abilities. You need a secondary job. But you can't do that till level 10. I shall just have a wooden spoon. I have no armor for Hup and no trinkets. You know what? We need to up our spoon. Actually, what other abilities do we have now? I got the Hunter's Shift when I defeated Skekmal. Sure-footed, passive, grants ability to step up. Grants evasion for 3 turns. All those are locked. He's not level 10 yet. No one's level 10 yet, right? Level 10 is where I can start getting secondary jobs. Rian, he has Shove, Bash, Marked. Thra's Light. Heal and grant 30 MP to an ally. That requires no MP to do that. That's interesting. Huh. We can only pick 3 abilities though. I don't have anyone with that marks. Yeah, I need to do that. Not gonna target back 3 tiles. If stunned, inflict defense down and magic defense down. Inflict stun. Grant attack up to an ally. You know what? I like that Thra's Light. Grant evasion to adjacent allies. Ooh, I like that also. But let's. None of my secondary abilities have changed. Let's quickly look at Naya. So, who are my folks? She has fly here, but I'm not allowing her to fly because she's a Drenchant. Drenchant can't fly. They can kind of hover down, like you see Kira do in the show, in the film. Mark enemies, 20% chance. Oh, she has that also. Inflict stun, if stuns. She has that. You know what? We might give her this. We can give her that. Oh, she should have a secondary job now. I have not done that to her yet. Let's see. We're gonna go with the lore. So what do we eventually want Naya to be? Paladin, soldier, Stone Warden, Thief, no. Tracker, no. Bramble Sage. Now she is great at the Villalia, the blue magic, the Gelfling arts. So she should be a healer. Strategist. Ooh, she could be a strategist. I think we're gonna set her on this path. She should be able to cast some spells because she can do that in the books. So, without thinking of the best strategy, we're going to actually go with the themes of the story. Alright. So let's look at her secondary abilities now. She has heal, grant magic up. That's all she has right now. So we're sticking with those. Huh. Yeah. Who are my folks that do that mark enemies? Oh, here's Mark. We need that. I really like that boa. Let's grant Mark for him. No one else has antidote, so let's keep that on him. Secondary abilities. Oh, so he has the basic heal. I don't like this magic up. I don't really see a benefit. Oh, everything else is locked. Never mind. And just Gurgin. What do we want you to do? So if I mark, we could really do some damage if we mark some folks. And the stun too. So let's let him stun and do the mark. That's all he can do for now. He is level 6. We have not made him a second. Let's see. He should be more on the scout side of things. He's definitely not the healer side of stuff. So we can set this as a secondary job. His abilities for secondary job are Throw Rock and Entangle Boa. Cool. That's all we have options for right now. Brea. Now she can fly. The magic up. I'm gonna get rid of that one. Let's go with fly. Ooh, we have Dreamfast. Mender. Target an adjacent ally to restore MP to both self and ally. Cleanse. Remove all status effects. Heal an adjacent ally. MP's 40. The power's 1. Oh, how's that better than this one? This one has a range of 2. It's MP 60, power 107. That one's MP 60. Interesting. Convalesce. Heal and grant MP to targets in an area. Oh, range is 4. Oh, I see. Well, that is way better. That's always better. We're gonna do that. I already have some single heals. Fly. I do like that barrier she has. She has a fallen branch. She needs a better weapon. She has no armor either. Okay. Oh. Secondary job for Brea. She's kind of like a librarian, thief, tracker. Maybe a tracker. She knows a lot of information. Defense focused physical damage. Yeah, no, she's not a fighter. Her sister Thra. Okay, Tavra's a fighter, so we're gonna make her scout a secondary job. Alright, let's look at our little Fizzgig medic boggy. What are the options? Are those the only options? Fizzgig medic is a sound companion to any fight, equipped with matted fur and a fiery spirit. It can aid allies in a variety of useful ways. Hello again, Huberman Project. Welcome back. New book coming this fall. What new book is coming this fall? We're talking about the Song of the Seven Gelfling Clans, that one? I think that's coming out in summer. They haven't announced much about it either. Yes, Fizzgig. Fizzgig, he has no secondary jobs. Is this his only option? I guess so. He has other jobs. Why is the other secondary button enabled? No clue. Alright. Let's see. Heal an adjacent ally. Encouraging Yap. Grant an attack up and magic up. I like that. Fast feet. Grant move up to adjacent allies. And remove rooted. That's hurt me a couple times. I like this shake him off. Haven't really used it much. Barrier. That's 25. This is that's 50. Fast feet. We're gonna stick with what he's got. No weapon. Oh, he can only have a trinket. I don't have any trinkets though. Let's look at equipment real quick. I have 1,000. It seems like a lot, but everything's really expensive. You know what? Let's find the most OP. This is 15 plus magic. Is that my strongest magic trinket? Oh no, mended banjo. No one can use that though. You have to be a song teller. It looks like. Who wants this Fizzgate tooth? That's a trinket. Plus 15 attack. I think we're gonna give that to Kylan and Rian. Man, my gold's gonna run out fast too though. Not gold, pearls. Ooh. My hub gets to attack a lot. So maybe we're gonna up his wooden spoon to a serving fork. Plus 20 damage. Yeah, let's do that. That's 200, okay. I think who can wear this now? Rian already has something better than that. Naya. Oh no, oh they don't, I see. Gurjit has nothing. Let's. What would a Fizzgig look like without hair? That would be a scary sight. I imagine, like with hair, they're like this big. Imagine without, they're just this, with like eyeballs and a mouth. That would be scary. What are those Siamese cats? Tattered manual grants ranged magic attack. How so? I'm sure there's a little more explanation on these. Research notes grants the range magic attack. It's just plus 10s attack though, I think. Ooh, this makes recovery faster. It's plus 20. It's only 80. Wow, that seems really good. Why would I not want this? I definitely want this. Do I want that for him? No, that gives him a higher crit chance. That's a lot of damage. Okay, we'll keep that. Who else can use the bone armor? Rian's usually out there, so let's give him that. So let's give Gurjin our hand-me-down. Sorry, Gurjin, you get the hand-me-downs. You're just Gurjin anyways. You can get Rian's hand-me-downs. He gets the best stuff. Sorry. At least he gets something. Let's see. What else? Carving knife. A teaspoon. It's plus 10 attack. I wish you could sort. Oh, can you sort this by hero? Okay, there's swords. Let's sort this by. What can Hup use? Sorting fork and a teaspoon. Man, plus 10 attack is 80 pearls. Plus 20 attack is 200. Ah, Hup deserves it. But did I already give him that? Oh yeah, I did. My bad. Okay, I already decked you out, Hup. Kylan. Let's see. Dagger. What does this dagger do? Yeah, the same. I wish I could see what he already has. It's one I'm not a fan of. It doesn't show you that. It's all good. Fizzgate tooth is good. Oh, anyone can use that. Let's give this to. Oh, that's 300. Kind of want to hold out. So does everyone? Let's see what everyone has. Not a good way. Let's see. Kylan, I think, already has. I wish I could screw up my characters this way, but I can't. Just make sure everyone has at least some basic armor and more than their default weapon. Hup doesn't have any armor, and he's usually out of the front, so let's deck Hup out real quick. Hup! Padded tunic or simple clothes? Simple clothes armor. better. They're the same price. That's weird. Why? I don't know. Okay, we'll go with that. Or any of this too, huh? Alright. Lastly, before we blow all our money, get one more thing, really. Well, let's save it. Let's save it up. Alright. Let's do one more level. New books coming out. What are these new books coming out here? Dark Crystal Deluxe Note Set. Insight Deluxe Stationery. Dark Crystal Book of Opposites. I've not heard about that. It'll be available this fall in bookstores everywhere by Insight Editions. Really? I did not know that. Send me a message on that. I need to look into that. Hub is already simple. How do you bathe your fizz cake? I mean, you can throw them in the washing machine, I assume. You just hose them down. Then I guess you blow dry them. Alright, let's rescue Rian. We'll be done for today. Last mission, rescue Rian. Nothing much more we can do. Dreamfast memory, rescue Rian. This is on the Forest Road. The hunter left Rian as the Chamberlain's captive. The heroes must stop him from taking Rian back to the castle. This is a level 3 party of 4. Some abilities like Armed Strike require targets to have status effects already on them. Did I do Marked Target? I don't remember if I added that. Let's see. Kylan, did I give you Marked Target? I did. I give him Marked. Okay. That's going to be important for everyone's combo. Oh, we can only pick a couple other folks. We're going to, of course, pick Hub. Hub's the real hero here. And we need our medic. Ooh. Bogey is my best man. Wow, we're surrounded. This is a bad. This is not good. These people I got at the beginning of the game, Aleadon and Brea. I level 2 and 3. I used them like once because I had to. It's like I don't know you guys. Sorry. Glad you guys survived. Escaped with Rian from the castle of the crystal. Let's see. We need heals. Deet or Boggy? I think we're gonna go Deet. She's got some. Let's double check here. I give her that area heal, right? No, she's a single heal. She's a carapace though. What to do? Actually. Boggy, what do you have? How did I give him an area heal? Who did I give the area heal to? Oh, was it Naya? Because I was saying that she is a healer. Like, even from like chapter 2 or 3 in the book. Like, she's not the best healer. I thought I got that. Where is that? Well, she has heals. She can attack. She's our winner for the day. Here we go. The Chamberlain is here. Please, please, Gelfling, would be wise to surrender. Surrender and Gelfling may survive. Fight, and Gelfling will die. He's got the best propaganda. Oh, they have a Fizzgig over there. Rian, oh, he's tough. Steps out. You killed Mira. I'll never surrender to you. You leave Skeksil no choice. All must die. Oh, Skeksil has a lot of buffs and debuff. Wow, he can move. Spithead. He just did the ability Spithead. Get back, Spithead. Wow. Spithead reduced attack by 25% for 5 turns. Magic reduced by 25% for 5 turns and stunned. Okay. Alright, Hup. I didn't give you anything helpful in this situation. We have to defeat. Oh, we have to defeat the Chamberlain. Well, let's defeat the Chamberlain then. Man, he has a lot of help around him. I don't want to leave. Ooh, don't. I Oh, you have to mark someone right next to you? Boy, that's not good. And I can't even do that. Alright. He is just going to end his turn there. This is going to be bad. Up deserves better. March. Paladin and a Castle Guard. Paladins, I think, are more protectors specifically for the Almadra in Thra. I haven't really seen too much detail about it, but that's what I'm gathering from it. Castle Guards are just Castle Guards that can come from any faction. Usually they come from the stronger ones, Sprites and Clan, things like that. In this turn, yes. Ooh. My entire slumber party has come up with the nickname Hot Ordon. How accurate is that? You know, I haven't really thought about that. I did not get the ability to heal everybody, did I? Alright. Can we move? Wait, how far away does he have to be to mark? He has a much higher mark range. Because if he is our main bad fellow here, and we want to mark Chamberlain. There's a Gelfling Protector. Not so good. Who's that guy? Okay, my stun has worn off. There's a little fizz guy who's a healer. Yeah, see. Oh, it's gonna be tough. Triple hand. Oh, he only has 500 health. Ooh, there's a lot of guys though. What do we do? Attack. Oh, that just attacks mark the enemy. I don't think I can move that close. Oh, blast. In that case, let's just get back for now. We definitely want this fizz gig healing folks up. Not good. Alright, Naya. Oh, the poor little arm legs are still there as their wills. So mean. Inflict stun on an enemy. Shove. Knock an enemy back 3 tiles if it's stunned. Inflict defense down and magic defense down for 3 turns. I thought she had some. Grant evasion to adjacent allies. We need a grant evasion. I think it's sideways though. This is the best I can do here. What was that symbol? I'm not sure. Grant evasion to adjacent allies. Oh, it's just being next to them grants them evasion. Oh, okay. Oh, that's what that symbol was. Okay. Well, in that case, we're gonna undo that and let's try to take out this. Can we stun him? That would help a lot. Knock a target back 3 tiles. Yeah, we want to stun first. 75% chance to hit. Resisted. Oh wait, resisted, does that mean you can't stun him? What are his abilities here? Attack, empower, execute. Please? Confuse auto damage. Skeksis friend. Oh, that's bad. Converts confused enemy. Boy. Spithead. Hit points, defense, magic, defense, recovery, blah blah blah. Okay, I don't see anything about him. I guess I just didn't get it. I had a chance of not hitting it anyways. Alright. Kylan. Who's poisoned, blinded, wounded. We don't have that. Do we take out this little fizz gig? Yeah, let's take out this fizz gig. We really don't want him messing up our stuff. Yeah. Yeah, Lisa, I'd love to do more dramatized versions of the comics. I do try to just do what the publishers release for free. So for that first comic, they released like the first 9 pages. That's why I did that. I had a lot of fun doing that as well. My fiance also did say she would love to do that. We live in different cities currently, so it's hard to make that happen. But attack marked enemy. But I would love to do more of that. Dark Crystal is best, lore is best told through stories. That's why a lot of my older lore videos, and even my newer ones, I try to let the story tell the info. Oh man, I don't want him to die. Let's see. Attack down for one turn. Okay. Man, I cannot get to the Chamberlain, which is really annoying because it's really annoying. Let's let this guy attack down. I have so many debuffs. It's so ridiculous. Melanie asked, so Rian wasn't baking in Shoney's oven during the comics? No, but at the end of that 4-part series, she's talking about the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance comics. Ordon is very flirty with his wife Shoney, and at the end of it, one of the sweet things about how it all ends is he's like, okay, you know, now I see what's important, and let's kind of start this up. And they kind of give the history behind the name of Rian. I actually have a video typed out and ready to go on that. Well, at least the script. I need to record it and actually make it happen. Bash. Stun did not work, did it? I really want this stun to work. That would help me out a ton. Yeah, no, it ain't working on him. He must have too high of evasion. It should be really hard to stun a Skeksis anyways. That totally makes sense. He's still marked. I think he can still go a turn or two without healing. Man, he has a lot of... He's doing please please. Oh great, he's confused, I think. Rian. What does please please do again? Lose control and use abilities randomly. Oh man. So bad. Alright. We're gonna attack this guy. I really need her next to them to get evasion. I'm not placing people the best. This ranged mage. Oi. Yeah, I need to start healing. Ordon is dead during Song of the Dark Crystal. Where did baby Timtree come from? Song of the Dark Crystal. Ordon is not dead at that point. Is the second one right? No, well, Timtree was already born by that point, so that's right. I think he is dead by that point. Yeah, I would love to do some of the creation bits in James Lee's novels, because they have put out the first couple of chapters, so I would love to do that. Do you think the Skeksis carriage can be made into trackless ride vehicles in Dark Crystal Theme Park? Psh, yeah, that'd be awesome. You have to do that. Small energy fat. I didn't know Kelpies could get fat. It seems very rare that they can, but what? Wait, he just ran away? That's what Rian... Oh, come on, Rian. Oh, she's trapped. Okay, we gotta... That's not a good place for her. Yeah, we need to take a... she's low too, huh? I don't think... Oh, I can heal. Do I heal or do I attack this guy? Oh, I thought I could do a lot more damage than that. Oh, Podling Justista. My fork did great. Oh man, Hup has all the debuffs now. Not like his little animation did change. He has a fork now. That's great. All right. That guy's full health. This guy's full health. I need to heal. We'll grant those guys evasions. I don't have enough MP. Okay, never mind. Never mind. homeboy over there is run off. Alright, in that case, let's take out this caster. Oh, it's so bad. So bad. I spent all my MP trying to stun the Chamberlain. It was to no avail. Dark Crystal Bestiary. Is that a thing? You guys making up books? Yeah, I would love. Yeah, I would love to know more on the flora and fauna. That is for sure. That guy is. Let's go as far as we can from those guys. Heal our friend Naya. Count and Naya do spend a ton of time together. Pup is stunned. Stun wears off. Man, he's confused for 2 turns. Oh, he does his move. That's so bad. Chamberlain's going to go after... Oh, he's empowering the caster. That gives him attack up. That's not too bad since... he doesn't have the greatest attack. Mark him. Let's mark this guy. Start using some more marking abilities. Hup. This Hup has a mark, right? Yeah, attack a mark. Oh, that's a big attack. 90. Nice. Paddling Justista. Zenpo. Alright, what do we need here? Study, form, passive. Magic up to an ally. We may just have to kind of come back here and start helping Rian out. I don't think Shove's going to do anything. Actually, shove this guy out of the way. Yeah, I think we just need to get rid of everyone first. Ah, weak. Weak. Rian. Oh, so glad this confuses Warren off. Man, Chamberlain is annoying, as he rightly should be. Oh, I don't have enough to heal. I can still mark. I can still entangling Boa. Alright, let's go over here and... just move here. This guy go a little lower on the timetable, I assume, if we mark him here. Yeah. Oh, Lisa, you're talking about a Fantastic Beast style thing. Yeah, that would be great. I do love that book, by the way. I'm a big Harry Potter fan. Oh, I can't even use my marked ability. You know what? Blinding the Chamberlain might help him not to be successful. Didn't blind him, though. Oh, this is bad. I should have just attacked. Okay, trying to do these abilities on the Chamberlain, not the most effective. Ignore that next time. Kylan. Poison, blind, and wounded. Yeah, so I don't have any of those though. I'm just gonna attack this guy. There we go. Some good damage. We nerfed Hup. So OP. Huh. Still a strong fork. Finally be Rian again. Oh yeah, that's right. He has heal. Oh, and MP. That's who had it. He was my confused guy who couldn't do anything. What do we do? What do we do? I think we're gonna go... I think I can throw a rock from here and the Chamberlain not mess with me still. Nope. Yeah, his range isn't very far. Thra's light to be right next to them. We can still boa this guy. actually, that will finish him off, I think. Sweet. Alright, we need to heal, though. Oh, come on. The Javelin's so annoying. He's supposed to be, but man, he's really annoying. Alright. We are marking him, and we're going to start going to handle this guy. Because we have him cornered. Oh, I wish I had MP. I really need that. I can do a lot more. Ah, yeah, there's really nothing more to do. Let's just attack. Gelfling should have surrendered. Now, you will pay. Oh, weak to strength mirrors essence. That feels bad. So what exactly happened to him? Did he get, stop running away? I don't know what happened to him, what he actually did. Let's see what he did. Oh, essence empowered. Infused with energy, unlocking special attacks. And he is marked. He is empowered, grant charge to an ally. All his allies are down. Attack an enemy. Only usable while essence empowered. Execute. Please, please. Skeksis friend. Spithead. Essence empowered. Infused with energy, unlocking special troops. Okay. I'm glad we took out his allies first. I don't think it's going to be too bad for us. Do we need to heal? Do I think he's going to do... I do think he can do that much damage. Oh, that's right, I don't have... Maybe we'll just attack. I need it to be Rian's turn again. These guys are going to move a lot. What would happen if Newt's commander discovered the creatures of Thra? Like Fizzgigs, Nebri, Landstriders, Gartham, Ratham, Nurlocs, Puffins, and more. I think that'd be great. And there are some good theories that Thra's another planet, because when you look at the book, World of the Dark Crystal, it starts off with archaeological finds by J.J. Llewellyn. And it's heavily hinted that those are... Well, those archaeological finds are on Earth, and they Dreamfast with them, and it gives us the history of Thra. And so, it could very well just be on another planet. We haven't discovered it, so Newt's commander could very well find it. I'd love to see that crossover. But, another world, another time. It'd be great. Vaprin librarians would love that book. You may babysit a tiny Nebri. As long as it's not darkened. Gelflings do breed. I think we do see that in the opening scene of the movie. We don't see all of it, but in a cutscene you see Jen coming out of the water. Actually, that's why he doesn't have any clothes on and whatnot. All right, you are getting MP back and health. That is a great skill. Thraw's Light. That is great. She just buff up the Chamberlain? Oh no, he's confused again. Wait, did that activate on him? Oh, it did. Curses. Man, well, I'm glad I got to use that one time. Oh, it's brutal. Alright, now we can do takedown. Yes. Yes. Rian, get out of here, Chamberlain. Go back to your castle. Rian. Tell your emperor the Skeksis' days are numbered. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, Newt's commander does love everything magical creatures, so the creatures of Thra can't get any more magical than that. Alright, I got Chamberlain's Embroidery, 80 pearls. No one's level 10 yet still. See, 60 XP, 60 XP, 60 XP. Kylan, I felt like I was doing the most with him. He only got 50 XP. Again, there's no real explanation of how XP works. I would like to know that. Like, as you do an attack, plus 10 XP. As you fail something, -5, or just smash it. Oh, cutscene. From the Journal of Brea. I have learned the truth, found a key, and unlocked the next door on the path to ending Skeksis' rule. lore, my key, my guide, and protector. I want to see a little game animation. And this is still pretty nice, cute animation. Mother stood up to the monsters, and they, rip. Celadon, poor Celadon, blamed me. Forget Celadon, forget her. We took him captive. My new friends and I were imprisoned. Yeah, see, this really assumes you watch the show. I had almost given up hope. Rian, aided by my brave protector, saved us from the Skeksis. Yeah, Lore should have been there. Ripped off the door. Now, we are all finally united. Tomorrow we make for the Circle of the Suns. The final key to defeating the Skeksis lies in the desert. P.S. I wonder if I'll see a crystal skimmer. I hope so. Ooh, into the crystal desert. Reiki should be there. Yeah, right on the edge. Alright, but that is all we have time for today. So thanks you all for joining me. Let me check the chat super fast before I just bust out of here. I was also presented with the idea that the castle guards have communal showers. How the heck would that work on Thra? Gelflings are rather innocent and naive, and I don't know, but we really don't have an answer to how they bathe or shower and whatnot, so who knows. Is Lore a playable character? So far he is not. I haven't seen him in any of the previews. They didn't even have a little animation of him. They had, well, just what that was, kind of the picture book, so I don't know. So far not yet. Too bad though, that would have been great to have him at the end of that last level, just coming in all OP, stomping folks, ripping off doors. By comparison to the royal bathing chambers in the Skeksis, yeah. Alright, see y'all. Alright, thanks to y'all for joining. I will, this should be posted up, I'll trim it off, clean it up, and I will try to do this again tomorrow, a couple levels. Alright, until next time, keep exploring